morning, snow fans, and welcome to the Snow Church for Wednesday, March, not April. I know I said April yesterday. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm just crazy like that sometimes. March 29th. Yes, only 2 more days left in this spectacular month of March 2023. And March is going out like a lion. Arr. Yes, you betcha. In fact, we have not just one, folks, but 2 big uns to deal with in the next 10 days. Super duper storms. Yeah. Remember I used to have the John D. Snow Scale? Well, these are going to be Cat 3, Cat 4 type snowfall event that are not really going to be doing much good for the snowmobile season because the season ends on Friday. But get your butts up here right now. Get those sleds packed away, gear packed away, get in that car, head north because you can start catching the snow. Fresh snow up here as early as tomorrow evening, and then Friday, boy. Unfortunately, what looks like might be a bigger storm for the Keweenaw anyway, comes next, like Tuesday, Wednesday. But you know what? Northern Wisconsin, Northern Wisco, and the Southern UP gonna get hit pretty good with probably at least a foot of snow with the event for late. It's more like early Friday morning through Friday into early Saturday morning. So let's get to all of this hyperbole, shall we? We're looking live at downtown Houghton, Michigan, home of Michigan Technological University. And see this milkiness? That's still some snowflakes flying. We've got about 2 to 3 inches across the Keweenaw in the wee morning hours up until about an hour or so ago. And now we're just in a situation where we get some snow showers to roll through. Believe me, I checked some of the cams east, and some of them are just dying. And other ones didn't really show, well, they showed blue skies. So this is the best I could do, staying in the Midwest for live snow. Okay. Let's look at the snowfall that occurred. And once again, behind the curve for the Keweenaw. And probably behind the curve. I'm just going to try reloading this one more time to see if maybe. No, it hasn't been updated. Look at the pretty snow they got out in California again. Those folks are dealing with roof collapses. And even something going on with like propane tanks exploding. Don't really know how the heavy snow would be causing that, but it's true, it's happening. They're dealing with avalanches in places they've never had avalanches occur. And now that the snow is starting to melt, they're dealing with flooding in kind of the lower elevations out there. So, I don't know. California gets a lot of hype about how great it is to live, but just seems like it's a climatological disaster in one form or another. Alrighty, the live radar range showing maybe a little sneaker of snow. So I would guess most of this isn't even reaching the ground, and could be falling as rain in spots as well. And then here, let's see if we can do a sub-regional sector. And go to the Great Lakes. And here you can see the lake effect banding occurring. You know, yesterday I talked about how that snow that was out here in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota was going to work its way across, not really bring much, but when it got to the lake, get lake enhancement. Well, here you go, folks. Here's that lake enhancement. All right, to the models. And we do have the European model with us today. Thank goodness. I feel like I'm naked when I don't have the European model to work with. So, let's run this baby out. Here's the little bit of snow. This is right about where we're at right now. In fact, right where we're at right now. It is 15Z on the head, and that's what this timestamp is, 15Z on Wednesday. And then we'll just kind of bebop through. Not a whole lot going on until here we are at 1 a.m. Friday morning. Well, actually, I guess since the time change, it's 2 a.m. Friday morning. And watch how this snow starts to accumulate. This would be by midday on Friday. And then this is really actually kind of the main event. Look at that. Here it comes. Here it comes. Booyah. Here we are by 8 a.m. Saturday morning. Bullseye seems to be across, Vilas County and Oneida County over to Forest County. You want cities? Okay, I'll give you cities. Iron River, I think. No, I don't know. I get confused. I know there's Iron Mountain, but I think it's sort of on the southern verge of this. Let's go with like Crystal Falls. How about that? Let's go with Eagle River. Let's go with Rhinelander, Tomahawk, Three Lakes. All of those nice little quaint Northwoods towns to get the heaviest snows. In fact, let's sector view this to the Great Lakes. Sector view called in. And paint it. All right. I don't know what the time stop was. Oh, it was 12Z Saturday. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. What would that be? You know, I don't know if there's really all that much. I hate to say it. I'm sure there's some people living there. It's beautiful country. But there isn't any kind of really big cities. Just to the east of Rhinelander, we're picking up some oranges, and that would be close to 20 inches of snow, or maybe even a little bit more. It does have Marquette at 18.3, I think it's, or 16.3 inches of snow, and then Bruce Crossing at 8.7. So, nothing to sneeze at for snow. Unfortunately, again, this is like sunrise on Saturday, and the season, for the most part, is over. I know there are forest roads in the UP and maybe in northern Wisconsin that you can ride during the season. I just don't know if those forest roads close on the 31st. So check with your local snowmobiling entity up there, clubs or what have you. And then I'm just going to run this out because watch what happens. Here we are, pretty quiet through the weekend in the early part of next week. But then look at this, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yikes! This is by midday Friday of next week. Booyah! 28.5 Bruce Crossing, 29.8 Marquette. Not to be outdone, northern Minnesota. I don't know what those stations are because they're too far west to be International Falls, but here is a 30.4, here's a 30.9. This 30.9 might be like, what is that? The Red Lake? Is that it? There's, I know, a Native American reservation there. But at any rate, look at all these yellows, oranges. They are over 20 inches of snow. So, isn't that delightful? And also a kick in the gut at the same time. All right, now we go to the GFS. Pretty similar looking. Here comes the snows, although it actually has more snow for the event late Thursday into Friday and early Saturday. In fact, let's do the Great Lakes sector view for that one too. Alrighty, ready? Change. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Alright, so here is by Saturday at about 8 a.m. Oh, no way. Get out of town. This is definitely overdone. I'm willing to, not bet my life on it. But 32 inches at Bruce Crossing. 32.5 in Marquette. Rice Lake, I believe that is. Right there. 15.3. Wausau, 2.8. This may be overdone, but even the European had upwards of, 15, 20 inches of snow in some spots up here. So, decent sized storm coming for early Friday morning through early Saturday morning. And then we get to the Wednesday storm for next week. Wednesday storm. What does that do? It adds about another 20 inches of snow or so. Duluth, 31 inches. Rice Lake up to 23. Bruce Crossing up to 43. Marquette up to 43. Thunder Bay, 26. So Laza snow, piling it on. The crazy thing is I ain't gonna be around here. Well, actually, the D plan is to leave Saturday morning for Rhinelander, and then Sunday morning we're gonna fly out of Rhinelander to Minneapolis, and then Minneapolis down to I forget what they call it, Southwest International or something like that. We're going to be staying in Punta Gorda, Florida. Well, near Punta Gorda, Florida. Burnt Store Marina Complex, retirement community, whatever. My mom has a place there, had a place there, and I've had it for many, many years, like 20 some odd years. And her and my dad did. And I've never been there. But as executor of her estate, I need to get down there and get it ready to sell, because the family's not going to keep it. And so that's part of my Florida vacation, is to meet with a realtor or two and make sure that the place is pretty much ready to be sold as soon as it can be. All right. Enough rambling for today, but you get the picture. Snow. Well, at least snow. And, yeah. I mean, even if you just like to watch it snow, come on up, baby. Come on up. I guess that does it for today. Keep those sticks on the ice. Oh, by the way, I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to be able to do one on Friday. I've got a doctor's appointment at 10:30 in the morning, and, I just don't feel like getting up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to get everything done so that I can get to the doctor's by 10:30, because we're about 45 minutes away from the doctor's. So this is the second to last. Tomorrow will be the last. I should be able to squeeze out a forecast graphic on Friday as the final forecast graphic for the season. So, like I say, have a great day, everybody. Keep those sticks on the ice and a smile on your face. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow.